contributions to this speech, so I'll make sure we can
Can I veto them first?
No, nothing. Very disappointing. Right, let's get this going. It started 3.5 years ago, this adventure. Robyn, for me anyway, but it started before that. When just 3.5 years ago, Gary said, when you started the department, you need an assistant. Got a very bright, newly qualified. Would you like to have a look, see what you think? So I had a chat with her, and I thought, well, it's a nice, bright, personable, obviously intelligent young lady. Yeah, she'll be fine. But little did I know I was inheriting a sort of Ashford's legend. And for months afterwards, people come, "How's Robyn coming on?" And they walk away shaking their hand, heads chuckling. I didn't really know why this was happening. But the legend started before she even started work here. The first story I've got, this is from Jenny. As a vacation student, out with another apparent Ashford's legend, Andy Smith. Outdoor nights, the usual story, outdoor nights. In the next morning, it won, apparently. And still manages to get the job, much to Jen's disgust, because she had to follow in her vacation footsteps and live up to that reputation. So that was even before she started here.
Or as Betcha said, that's why I got the job.
And that's what he was referring to the other day, was it? Yeah. Then, first week as a trainee, this is Andrew Worley story. First week as a trainee, Robyn's first week, we had a table at the Bristol Property Agents Association dinner. Unlikely start. Yeah. But anyway, Robyn sits next to multi-millionaire warehouse converter and charms him all night.
Not literally.
This is quoting. Worley leaves at 2 o'clock and apparently they're till 5.
Yeah, we went all clubbing actually.
Yeah. Repercussions, the repercussions are 2 months fielding calls and proposals from chap to fly into Paris and ride on his chopper.
Yeah, offered to fly me skiing that night actually. I was stupid to turn it down.
Again, a direct quote. There you are. Yeah, there's some Russian oligarch. But anyway, so that's this one. Made in Chelsea could only happen to Robyn, that she wanders around Ponana and bumps into Jamie Lang from MIC. That's from Jenny Charles. I don't know what she's talking about, but I thought I'd read it out because she made the effort of sending it. So there you are. MIC Ponana, whatever that is. Okay. And let's just say, this is all before I even met her. This is even before the 3.5 year sort of joining my department. So she joins my department on qualification, and I could go on lots of stories about lots of nights out, legendary nights out. I can remember the nights out with Eric. That was quite a memorable one. Energy Networks Association down in the docks. That was quite a cracker. And right through to last month, Tuesday, when we were out with Kerry's out in London. All same characteristics. Starts off quiet, goes on into small hours, possibly a missed train and an enforced stay in London, and then, but always charmed clients. And when you think about, our department's about death, waste, and pollution, it's not a bad note to have. So there we are. And we mustn't forget, Robyn pays a very, very high price for all these activities. She comes in. There's always the next day. Sometimes it's the sort of trademark sunglasses on, sat there. Always turns up, in body if not in soul. Sits there all day, quiet.
Still feeling it now.
She's there because you can hear a whimper. A quiet, oh my god. But
Did I wake up this morning?
She sticks the day through, like the trooper she is. So, there's a lot of talk there about one aspect of Robyn, but we've got to talk about her other characteristics. And the other characteristics, apart from being a pisshead charmer, is her energy and enthusiasm. You think about the quiz nights. The 3 years I've been in, some fantastic quiz nights that have been organised very professionally, and being sat next to Robyn, I know all the stress and the work, Louisa as well, Lisa was here, and obviously Liv. All the efforts and the stress that goes into that, and gnashing of teeth and all the rest of it, but on the night they're absolutely fantastic and everybody has a great time, and everybody thinks, and it all looks so easy, it all looks so slick and so professional. There was the comedy night last year, again, Robyn and Louisa and Liv, and I'm sure lots of others. That was probably the best evening or sort of function put together by Ashford since the time I've been in. Absolutely fantastic, raised a huge amount of money, and it was great. So all the time and efforts that Robyn puts in massively towards CSR activities has made a big contribution to the charities and the money we've raised for them. So we've got this far, we haven't started talking about work yet. So anyway, so on to work. Another characteristic of Robyn is her fearlessness. I mean, it's fearlessness in sexual activity, but in work as well. Never shirks a challenge. I've passed on some really shitty jobs to Robyn. Ones that I look at and I think, oh, this is a job for Robyn. It's you know, transshipment of drugs and animal body parts, or
to Russia.
Yeah, was it importation rules for safety spectacles? That was a great one as well. The interpretation of the waste electronic and electrical equipment regulations. There's all these nitpicky little food things as well that
people peeing into cheese.
Yeah, and things that she actually thrives on them. She loves it. She loves actually doing
dick pics.
Not only she tries on, she writes an article, and it's always in the best read articles list when she gets on the end of it.
Yeah, peeing and cheese, that's going to be up there.
Peeing and cheese, you'll take that with you for the rest of your life. Another characteristic, tenacity. And I'm very grateful for this characteristic. Robyn is the nutter magnet in the group. If we've got a difficult client, it's always Robyn's latest case. They don't start off difficult, they don't start off nutters, they always start off quiet, but 2 or 3 weeks of Robyn's care, they've gone absolutely bonkers. They've gone absolutely bonkers. And I'm sure it's nothing to do with Robyn, it's just the people that she seems to attract, but that's usually the case, and Jack and I will miss that characteristic quite
well, they're going to be passed to Jack now, so I'm not sure he will miss it.
And they should be told to Jack as well. So, but on the serious side, we've had, I think, in all the years I've been a lawyer, I've had probably the worst, most sort of eccentric, in a sort of dangerous way, clients, and Robyn handled that throughout, and very grateful for that. So, and that was to some personal cost to yourself.
Yeah, my sanity.
Nearly finished. Right, yeah, tenacity. All right. Last characteristic: kindness and compassion.
Aww.
Kindness and compassion. Not the attribute normally associated with lawyers, but you're not a normal lawyer.
And actually care there.
Yeah, and as I say, we deal with clients often in very challenging situations where they're under a huge amount of stress, and Robyn's natural sort of empathy shines through and always smooths away. And if you look around the room now, a lot of people sat here, not only you class yourself as work colleagues, but I'm sure you class yourself as friends, and that's particularly the case now that Robyn's going to the BBI. On that note,
yeah, a lot more friends since then.
I'm sure you keep in touch, but we'll stop there. So over to you,
Richard. That's really kind. Oh gosh, I don't know how to put that. That's really kind of you. I expected some real sarcasm in there more than just the pisshead comments. Yeah, as you said, I did wake up on Wednesday and I had no idea where I was. And the client, bless me, phoned me and was like, "You okay? Are you okay? I'll put you in a hotel." I was like, "Yeah, but where am I? Am I in Covent Garden?" He was like, "I don't know, I don't remember." So luckily he dropped me off on the way home, but I was in North London of all places. So it was a very good way out there, you know. It was a really good evening. And yeah, no, I've had a fabulous time, and it's emotional for me because, you know, I've been here 5.5 years, and a great 3.5 years working with Richard and now Jack and Becca, and I'm sure the team will go on to do great things. And you know, Ashford's is still this, I mean, obviously as a firm it's great, but this office is quite small, and so it is quite family orientated, so that's really nice. I hope that goes on and everybody does really well. And yeah, stay in touch. I mean, I'm going to be bored, I'm going to be on an island doing nothing, so you know, if you fancy Caribbean holiday, please just look me up. So yeah. Okay, that's it.